Hello guys, welcome back to our channel called the Physics Central. So today what I'm going to be doing is to solve a problem known as an undefined array key, which happened to me, which I experienced when I am trying to do this to do on a schedule. All right. So when I click the submit button, there is an error, right? And that error is an undefined array key. So this is generated by, yeah, the simple thing, which is a checkbox. All right. So when you visit the code, it's like this. All right. So the checkbox are these elements inside the row. All right. So we made some modification and we're able to find out what's the solution for that. So let's go, and I'm going to share to you my solution. Alright, but before anything else, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get updated whenever we post new videos like this. So the first version will be purely English. Alright, so the next one would be delivered on my native language, which is Filipino, alright, so that everyone can understand. So there's no language, we are going to eliminate the language barrier after all. And please visit our page, alright, other social media accounts, or our Twitter, Instagram, and then Reddit, and then LinkedIn, so you can see it here down on the about section of our page. Alright, so we go to our Stack Overflow, and I found the solution to this kind of problem. Alright, so the problem exists, so someone in the Stack Overflow platform asks the question, and then if somebody is good enough to answer it, you'll find your answer. Alright, so they will answer you on your post. So because Stack Overflow is different from other platforms, this is just the answer and question and answer portion. So you'll get the answers directly from the professionals that have made the same or have encountered the same problem, and were able to develop a certain solution for that. Alright, so let's go and make some codes. Alright, here we go, and I created a new document. It is a PHP document, so for purposes of simplifying my work, because if it's not a PHP document in my case, like this, and it will work, but you have to type again on the search bar in the browser to load the local host. But if you actually created the HTML document, in my case, on the PHP, you'll be able to load it right away. So for simplification purposes, we just do it like this. So what we want to do is to create an HTML element or document that has the checkbox that we referred to. So I'm gonna use the emit. Alright, there you go, and then it will generate the basic HTML parts that we need. And then let's say, for example, this one is we are going to name it, say, using checkbox. Alright, so you will hear some sounds like barking, dog barking, and then rooster singing their song, and then a guitar, play the guitar, because we have this new guitar, brand new. Alright, and we enjoy the music created by our singing animals. Alright, literally animals. Alright, so yeah, you can hear that. Alright, so we are going to use a form. So we are going to use a form tag, of course. Why not? Oh, alright, so let's do it here. So form. Alright, so there we go. And then the method that we are going to use is post. So we're going to declare it, method, then equals, say, post. Alright, so inside our form, we wanted to see an input in a form of a checkbox. Alright, so I'm gonna write input, and then here put that in there, and then write checkbox. Alright, so in here I can actually create a name and an ID. Alright, so ID is used for referencing, and the name is the one being used by the database. So I'm just gonna use the ID, alright, since I just wanted that well, I do not need the ID yet, but later on I'll be needing it. Alright, so I'm gonna name this, like for example color. Alright, so, and in this way, by putting a bracket, I don't know how you call it, but for me I call that a square bracket. Alright, and creating this setup, you are actually invoking or making an array. Alright, so meaning to say these checkboxes are one of their kind. Right, so, and then we have to declare the value of this checkbox. So when somebody checks the checkbox, it will pass a value on the array, which is named color. And then later on, using PHP, we are going to get the value from the array named color. So let me just do that very quick. And then I'm gonna say, or I'm gonna write here, red. Alright, so what's the name of your input box or checkbox? You can name it, you say red. Alright, you can also put let's say for example, if you wanted to create the next checkbox underneath it or below it, you have to write the BR tag, which is like this. Alright, and then a certain slash somewhere here. So we put the span thing here, and then we write what are your favorite colors. Alright, so there you go. And then let's check the browser if this is working. Alright, so you can actually go live. Alright, go live if you have that extension. Alright, so where is our Alright, so this is what we have as of the moment. Alright, so let's see. So there we go. If you check this, well, nothing will happen because there's no submit button. Alright, that will trigger the posting of these values. Alright, so the problem with it is actually the source of the problem comes from the difference between the methods that we are using. Alright, so just like in here. Alright, so if I check this, I am setting the checkbox on. I am not posting the values. Alright, or posting something. You are not placing something, but you are setting something. So post is not an option at the very first place. Right, so you are setting it, and once you set it, you must use get instead of post. Alright, so in post method, this way is working properly. How about post? In post, it does not work properly. Alright, so there must be something that you should do before you can actually make this work. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do in the next video. But right now, what I'm gonna show you is to how to properly use a checkbox and making the browser. notice that you have you wanted to do something to get the value. All right. So yeah. So if we can tackle it in this video, well, why not? All right. So let's go. So I want to go ahead and add extra extra options, extra checkboxes. Let me just do Control C and then Control V and then do it several times. Alright, so I think that's enough, and then I'm gonna change this into red and then green. Alright, and then let's say, for example, white. Oh, I should change this also to green. Green. And then this one to let's say white. And then this one to let's say blue. And then let's say this one is yellow. And then I'm going to put a submit button. Alright, so we can do that. Input type, submit. Where is that? Oh, there you go. And then value is submit, and then name is submit. There we go. Alright, so there we go. And now all we have to do is to check first on the browser if our code were saved and were properly working. Alright, so there you go. So we have this things that can be clicked. Alright, so when you click submit, nothing will happen because there's no codes that will get, alright, or that will record, okay, the values on the array, right? But it has been there. It's been there. All right. All you have to do is to get it out. Get it out. All right. So, and that is another programming language, which is PHP. And then we are going to do some basic PHP coding. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's go back to the document and write a PHP code below. Alright, so we do that by this one. So this is the opening PHP tag, and then you can, it's optional if you want to do this. Alright, but for best practices, so you do it like that to avoid errors. Because if tags aren't closed or aren't paired, okay, there might be an error. Like for example, if you do not do this, so there's like for example, you leave it, it doesn't have any pair, so you might come across with an error. So the first thing that you wanted to do is to check whether the submit button is clicked or not. So you will write a condition that will verify if, right? So we'll write if, okay, so there's a condition inside this box, right? And then, that if the submit button is clicked, alright, so is set, so what button is set is expected to be set, alright, so you must use the super global, alright, $_ post, because you use the post method. What's that underscore? There you go. Alright, so and then the bracket, the square bracket, and then so the name of that particular element, alright, so which is actually submit, okay, the button or the check, it's the button, alright, and then place it here. Then following this are the sets of conditions or the sets of implications that if it is set must be, if it's true that the user clicked it, this should happen, right? If it's not true, then we write another code. Now, so well, we are just checking if it's submit or not. Now, if it's submitted, all right, we want to get all the say the array that has a value, all right. So which is checked, and those that are unchecked must not be displayed because they do not have they are not selected, all right. So it's like this, all right. So we go back here. So because say we what's this double there are two reds. So this one's not changed, yellow, all right, there you go. So let's say for example you have not selected the four colors above on top, all right, or yeah, so you do not want the other two to be posted. So there's something there's a code for that, all right. So it's not empty, so yeah, so that's it. It's not empty. So the things that are not empty, or the array which is not empty, must be displayed, and those that are empty must not be displayed. So the yeah, this exclamation point means not, all right. So I'm gonna check if it's empty or not, or the array is empty or not. So I'm gonna write that, and then I'm gonna check the super global. All right, so we check the super global $_post and then this array. Okay, so we write $_post and then bracket, and then this one, and then we write color. Okay, so if it's not empty, then I want each, okay, and yeah, each element that are not empty, all right, be echoed, all right, be printed, okay, so that you see, so that the browser will tell you that this is your chosen color. All right, so let's do that. Okay, where is it? Yeah. So I'm gonna write for each this one, and then value, all right, in the array. So I'm gonna copy this one because this is the array that we are referring to, and then I'm gonna place it inside, all right, and then as $_, I'm gonna pass it on a variable value. Alright, I just didn't know if this value and this value has something to do with one another. Alright, so maybe they have something to do with one another. Okay, because when you call the word value, so this would be yeah, we'll get the value so of that variable. So I think in HTML and in PHP, this is called a variable. All right, so this one turns into a variable, and then you call it using the $sign, and then it became a value. Right, so that's just my instinct. All right, I do not know if your teacher would understand it that way, but that's how I understand it, because that's the most plausible connection. All right, so I do not yeah, so you can actually check whether if you change that value to that something will give you the same result. All right, so now I wanted to echo all the values that have been clicked. All right, so we are on the last part, so I can say echo. All right, then this one, chosen color. Why not? Because you have checked on it. And then we can do this, and then we call on the value because the value contains the chosen colors. Alright, and then dollar, because we refer to that as a variable, value that, and then say this one for the BR tag. Alright, so and then this one. Alright, so let's see if this will work. Okay, let me just check. Alright, I think I forgot something, which is this error. So if we are going to check, there are two errors right here, which tells you that online blah blah, and then this one, PHP test blah blah, has some errors. Alright, so let's see. Okay, and check whether something is missing or something is wrong. Alright, so there's nothing wrong. So we can go to the browser and check, and let's see what happens. So yeah, there we go. Let's check on the browser. I hope everything will work according to the codes. Alright, so let's pick some colors. So it says there, what are your favorite colors? Red. Me, it's the color of my religion, of the flag of our religion rather. It's green, white, red. And besides, I really love it. Alright, so let's pick them, and then let's submit, and let's see what the browser does whenever we do the submit, whenever they click the submit button. I hope this is my subscribe button so that I'll gain many subscribers. Alright, so submit. Hey, submit. What happened to you? There you go. So chosen color, red, then chosen color, green, and then white. So you notice that the unchecked will be gone. Will not be displayed. Alright, that's how we get the value of the checkbox. Alright, so we can already pass it into a certain variable, and then later on we can use some PHP codes again and then put it inside the database. Alright, so next time what I'm gonna be doing is to put it inside the database, because it's the video is 23 minutes long, and I think that's much of your time. But by the way, if you have reached this part of this the video, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the Physics Central and visit us there so that you will learn something that might help you in your studies and in your daily lives. Bye bye guys.